to a brand new episode of Cooking with Daylight. Now please give a warm round of applause for your gracious host, Comes Daylight Comes.
Hi everybody, Daylight Comes here, and welcome back to Cooking with Daylight. I am very excited to be in the kitchen with you again. It has been a year and a half since we had one of these episodes, and I'm excited to be back with you. We're gonna have a lot of friends showing up. So what we have today is roasted fennel, radishes, baby turnips, and then over here we have watermelon radishes, baby turnips, and carrots that are roasted. And I'm just going to drizzle a little of this cherry wood aged balsamic vinegar over the top. If you want to know specifically how I did these, you can check out my blog on astoriarain.com, where I have gone through in great detail on how to make this yummy treat. I always like to serve these at room temperature, but if you're a fan of having things hot when you eat it, you're more than welcome to stick it back in the oven before you serve it. Today we are going to crumble a little bit of blue cheese on it. And I usually only do cheese on 1/2, so that those that don't like the blue cheese don't have to pick it off. This is really such a fun dish. It doesn't take too long. It's about 15 minutes on each side in a 350-degree oven. Now I'm going to do my number one thing that you should always do, which is washing your hands often. Okay, so I'm going to crack a little black pepper on top of this. So those are going to be ready to go outside when the guests arrive. So now we're going to start with the kale pesto, which is a new thing that I've been working with. It's steamed kale. I like it a little cool before I put it in the Cuisinart with the other ingredients. So this is going to be a little noisy. So in there I have raw almonds. We're going to turn the oven on between 5 and 6. So what I have in the cast iron pan is a little olive oil, chopped garlic, fresh ginger, and 1 serrano pepper. We have just a little bit of olive oil in there. I'm not going to use any dairy with this pesto. It's just going to be the raw almonds and the kale. Put the raw almonds in the pan with the olive oil and ginger and serrano pepper and garlic. Let it toast up a little bit, and it gives it a nutty, cheesy quality, so we get the essence of cheese without having to use the cheese. Just gonna do a nice spiral of olive oil. Okay, while that's going, we're gonna work on the salad. And the salad is arugula, Bing, and Rainier cherries. Cherries that we're gonna lightly heat up, tossed, and then served with fresh basil and this feta cheese that is made here locally by this little darling girl, Mary, at the Sunday market. I've been saving this since Sunday. It's been torture not to eat it all. Okay, this is going. Now, never feel like you have to toss your pan. I like to use wooden spoons. And as it starts soaking up the oil, I just add more. I'm going to put a little bit in here for the cherries. Cherries. And then we are going to put the kale in the food processor. Now I did save one of the leaves of kale just to demonstrate for you. With kale, I get great pleasure taking it from the stem. And then you can break it up or chop it up however you'd like. Okay. We got that one going, so I'm going to get the cherries. Cherries. So I've pitted the cherries, labored in the backyard in the sun this morning, cutting them in half and squeezing the pits out. I know it seems weird to heat them up, but really, it is phenomenal. Okay, so these are ready. I'm going to turn that off. So we're putting the chopped raw almonds in the Cuisinart with the steamed kale. That smells so good. Also cherries. You're going to turn that off and just leave it on the burner. Now we're going to add some more olive oil. With pestos, you usually end up using about 2 cups of oil. Some salt, cracked black pepper, and then my secret ingredient always, Bragg's liquid amino acids. Nice spiral squirt. Gonna make a little noise again. add some more olive oil. You always want to start with a little and keep adding instead of putting too much in and then have it be soupy. Nobody likes a soupy pesto. Okay, taste test. I never used my fingers. Hi, lovey. Perfect. We're gonna leave that alone. Okay, for the salad. I know, but I say yes. So we have the arugula. Start with that. Okay. And then we are gonna do the cherries. Cherries on top. And then I'm gonna just gingerly work the cherries in with the arugula. And then we're gonna put the cheese on top. Okay. 2 stages. Then we're gonna toss it again. Seeing the little bit of the juice from the cherry and the olive oil that we put in the pan makes it a beautiful dressing. Washing my hands. And for this one, we're going to use a different balsamic vinegar. So nice too. Perfect. Crack a little black pepper on top. I'm going to check on the guests and we'll be right back.
We now interrupt this program for a small commercial break.
From one painted lady to another, cheers.
And now, back to the show.
So with chopping garlic, a lot of times I like to just take the individual clove and crush it down, and then that makes it a little easier for peeling the skin away. For myself, I like nice thick pieces. I kind of do it according to who I'm cooking for. But since I'm cooking for me and my friends today, we're having it a little on the coarse side. Get that going. This is actually the one we're going to put the green beans in. Sometimes I confuse myself by doing 2 pans at the same time. Okay. So in this one, we're going to add zucchini and yellow squash. I got it from the Sunday market. And salt, pepper. And I always put a little lid on it and let the steam from the vegetables and the moisture kind of help cook it down so that I don't use a lot of oil cooking it. And then the green beans, I've snapped the tops off and washed them. So when you get your green beans in, there'll usually be the stem part on top and you just snap it off. Simple dimple. Okay. And they're going to be so tasty with this kale pesto and some blue cheese on top. Okay, we're going to salt those down a little bit. Then I'm going to add just a touch of water. And then we have baby bok choy here, which I'm going to chop up, and we're going to add it to the zucchini and squash. Okay. Okay, gonna add the bok choy. Just a little bit more water. Gonna add some water to our green beans. So with this dish, we're going to have quinoa and rice. I do a combo cook with a green jade pearl rice from the co-op here in Astoria and then red quinoa. It's still 2 to 1, 2 parts water, 1 part dry ingredient. I'm just gonna put this in here. They're looking good. See, now I'm being smart and I'm just gonna stir it. A little bit more water. Then I have some fresh basil here I'm going to chop up for that. Little breaks in both of these. And then this is going to be a cream sauce. Today we're going to use a little bit of heavy cream, sour cream, and blue cheese to make the cream sauce. Oftentimes I won't tell people I'm using blue cheese because they're prejudiced against blue cheese, but it gives it the creamy, rich goodness that a cream sauce would have. So sometimes I don't tell them. So I used like a half a cup of sour cream, maybe a half a cup of heavy cream, a little pepper, and I'm going to crumble the rest of the blue cheese into the sauce. And wash my hands. A little bit more water. Just going to turn the burner off and let them sit there for a minute. I'm going to squeeze a lemon into the cream sauce. Just a half of one. Gonna plate the green beans. Just beautiful. See how they still have that nice green quality to them? You never want to cook them too long that they get almost that dull green gray. And then we're gonna put the pesto over the top. Like that. Oh, and we'll put a separate bowl of it as well. Stir our sauce here. Okay. And this, believe it or not, I'm going to dump right on top of the quinoa. Oh, this is going to be heaven. And then, last, we are going to crumble. Okay. With that done, we have our things ready for our guests. It's a little after 5. People are probably gathering out front. Let's go see who's arrived, shall we? I'm going to wash my hands. I'll see you out front. And we're just going to go through again what we have to eat. This is arugula with pan sauteed bean and Rainier cherries. Cherries with the local feta cheese, balsamic vinegar and olive oil. We have sauteed green beans with raw kale pesto. And then this is rice and quinoa with zucchini, squash, baby bok choy in a lemon cream sauce. And then we have the roasted beets, not beets, I keep saying beets because they're red, but they're really radishes. They're watermelon radishes and baby turnips and carrots. And then down here we have the radishes with baby turnips and fennel with blue cheese. I put blue cheese on half on both of them and then half without. And then we are going to serve up the Painted Lady Gin, my favorite gin and my drink of choice. From North Coast Distilling here in Astoria. They have a new label I'm really excited about. And I have to tell you, I'm really excited about this because the last time I got one of the bottles from the liquor store, I had to get a corkscrew and undo it all the way up because I couldn't get the perforation to break. Yeah. This is beautiful. And it is so tasty. Let's drink and have some fun. I'm Daylight Comes. Thank you for being here, and I hope that this inspired you to cook some food for your friends. We'll see you next time.
That's it for today, folks. And until next time on Cooking with Daylight.